Let's try some Marlins. Oh, they're kind of far away. Over here, dummies. Here they come. Welcome back, everybody. 7 Days to Die. I'm an old guy gaming. This is the Dead is Dead series where we play this game on the same difficulty. The zombies are all set to nightmare speed. We have a random horde anywhere between 2 and 5 days with no warning, and we have 1 life to live. If we die, we start all over. I'm still alive. 0 deaths. Game stage 135, level 37. It is day 18. So I've been working off camera for the last, I don't know, couple, 2 or 3 in-game days. As a matter of fact, just doing a lot of building and farming and mining and all kinds of stuff. I've gone up several levels since I was with you last. I don't remember what level I was last, but I've been focusing mostly on strength. And so I've got, let's see, I've got a Motherlode 4 now, a Miner 69er 3. Strength itself is up to 5. I've got another point I can now put into Boomstick, and I would like to put 1 or 2 points into Skullcrusher eventually as well. Excuse me, maybe even Sexy T, I don't know. I also put another point in Salvage Operations, another point in Lucky Looter, and probably going to put another point in Demolitions Expert too, just so we do more damage with our explosives. So let's see what else. I just got back from all 3 traders looking for a nail gun, and not a single one of those son of a guns had a... you guys thought I was going to say son of a bitch, huh? I would never say that. Not a single one of them had a damn nail gun, so we're still stuck using the damn hammer. But that's okay, we'll do it. Let's see, we got some ammo that I've made in here, and same amount of ammo made in here. I've got gunpowder cooking up in here. I've just been doing a hell of a lot of mining. Lots of bullet tips and more gunpowder and more nitrate, just lots of stuff. Okay, so let's see. This guy is, I had put 2 full stacks of stone in here from the mining that I've done, and this guy's just cranking out the cement like crazy. I got 3 cement mixers here going. And so what we're going to do is we're going to divide that up. And I just keep, you know, I do that every time. Oh, no, okay. I just keep cranking out the cement here, or the concrete, rather, on each one of these guys. And I've got about 2,600, 2,700 or so in my inventory at present, but I've already used a whole bunch at the base, because we're going to go over to the Horde base here pretty quick. And I'm going to show you, you know, where we're at with that. Let's take this 331 stone and just top these guys off. And let that thing continue on. We got 53 minutes of burn time, so we're good there. Okay, this guy's cranking on iron. I got 13,000 and change in iron going in there. And this guy's still smelting some lead. How are we doing on buckshot? Let's take a look. I have 169 buckshot. Let's do, let's make, say, another 300 buckshot, and then we'll just keep making bullet tips with the rest of this. I mean, 15,000. We're gonna have so much lead. It's just, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. I got so much lead. So we're doing good on lead. It's brass, as always. As always, it's brass that we're short on. So we're gonna have to, as soon as I get the Horde base ready, we're gonna have to do some more POIs and really start looking for the brass. Now, I have been, you know, I have been wrenching cars, and I put another point into salvage operations, and I'm going to put more points into that too. So, because, you know, wrenching cars is really the best way, in my opinion, to get brass, because you get the radiators, but you also get all the other good stuff from the cars as well. I've made a ton of pipe bombs, a ton of Molotov cocktails. Those are already over at the base, so we'll take a look at those when the time comes. I've got a bunch of stuff. All of this stuff is for me to sell to the trader, and I've been overflowing it into the safe. The reason, though, that I didn't take that with me now is because I've got to repair all this stuff to get, you know, the maximum amount out of it. And I didn't have enough time, and I didn't want to take the time to make all the repair kits that I would need to do that. So we'll take care of that later. Okay, there is one thing I want to do before we go take a look at the Horde base. I found 20 cornmeal in a container at the in the chem bench at the 3rd trader that I found. And so we've also got salmon there, so that means we can make fish tacos, which is really good food. So let's go ahead and do that now. We'll just put a little bit of wood in there, and we can make 7 of these bad boys. We don't need that much wood. That's good enough. So that's a high-end meal right there. We have 7 more when we continue to come across more cans of salmon. Okay, so I was also going to cook up this glue here. Okay, so we're going to need to get some more murky water here pretty soon. See, that added 1 minute and 56. So we've got 14, 23-ish, 25-ish, 25.50. You know, let's just add 1 more just for the hell of it, and that should be enough for all that. Okay, we'll put the bones back in here for now. We are going to have to get some more murky water here fairly soon. But we got 2 full stacks of shoddy shells. A little more than a full stack of 7.62. Now, again, I'm not using the 7.62s unless, you know, we have an oh shit moment, which of course happens to me all the time. We're mostly just, you know, firing up the 9 mils for our everyday ammunition. What's that say about me that I have everyday ammunition and then I have oh shit ammunition? I don't know. I'm not really sure. I did find an orange steel fire axe also in the third trader stuff because I hadn't looted him the first time I found him. And so we're going to scrap this to make the steel tools, and eventually, you know, we will take miner 69 or level 4 at least, and then that will make us, you know, we'll be able to do quality 5 tools at that point. And then maybe we'll make ourselves a nice little set of blue level steel tools. Okay, so we'll just hang on to that stuff for now. In fact, I already have 12 parts right there, which is pretty cool. All right, guys. So I think we are ready to. Let's just chug down 1 thing of normal water here. Get our hydration topped off. I'm keeping empty jars actually in the motorcycle because I've been going out and wrenching cars, among other things, and making Molotovs as I go along. Okay, I think we're ready to. Let's just grab whatever concrete mix is currently done, and let's go ahead and we have 341. I'm just going to cook them all up in here because that'll be done before I get back here, so it doesn't really matter, you know, trying to stretch them out like that. And so that gives us 3,013 concrete, which isn't too bad. That should let us make quite a bit more progress on the base. We got a screamer. But what I'm going to do is just leave. She can scream all she wants, and it doesn't matter. Woo! Where's she at? I don't know. She's probably stuck in a house somewhere. I planted a bunch of trees here, too, for harvesting purposes, as you can see, so we'll cut those down at some point when we start to run out of wood. What do we got? We have 700 wood right now, so that's good enough. Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to show you guys, too. I basically created a tunnel all the way to our lead mine here. Okay, so that tunnel goes all the way down to about here, and then it cuts and heads south to our bunker. So now we have a back door to get out if, you know, something really bad happens. Several of you guys have been telling me in the comments that the zombies will dig down, and I completely believe you that they will. But it just hasn't happened to me yet. Every time the zombies detect me whilst I'm in the bunker, they just mill around up above, and they don't actually try and dig down. So I don't know what the hell's going on with that. I'm not, you know, I expect that they will at some point, but they haven't yet, which is really weird. But anyways, if they do, we have now a backdoor escape plan. Okay, so let's head on over to our Horde base, and I'll show you what I've done so far. We've made some progress. We still have quite a bit of work left to do. It is possible that we could get the Horde tonight, so we'll just have to see how things go. So I dug up a bunch of clay there. There were a bunch of trees around here. I cut those down earlier, but basically this is where we're at. So I've got this section of the wall just on the inside here finished in terms of, you know, the ramp, but I am going to upgrade all this to cobble and then eventually even to concrete, but I probably won't do the ramps in concrete until later. So this is basically where I have left off. Let's get those guys going. As you can see, I have 2 layers of reinforced concrete up above there. And this little thing here, let's actually go up there for a second. Whoa! What the hell? Okay, that was weird. I didn't need that anyway. It's just really weird. So anyway, up here, and we'll go up there and I'll show you what's going on here. But up here we have like a little shed, and inside that shed, which is enclosed, we have a chest with all of our ammunition stuff in it, plus a little area for me to retreat to, you know, if there's buzzards that attack. Okay, so let's go take a look at that first, and plus I want to upgrade the lines going off all 4 sides. Right here. The idea here being that if the cops actually start busting the roof open with their spit, we still have, you know, these to help keep things reinforced. I will eventually upgrade probably this entire roof to reinforced concrete, and maybe, you know, the first 2 blocks around here even to steel, but I'm not quite that far along yet to start doing steel. I still haven't found a crucible. I've been looking for one. We will eventually come across one, I'm sure. Or if we don't, we'll have to just take the perk to get it. Okay, and so once that cures, you know, so even if the cops say, you know, bust all this out, because this is relative, that's only 1,200 hit points. We still should be stable over here, you know, with this for now. But that's the plan anyway. We'll see how it goes. Okay, we need to drop down here because I also want to upgrade this to reinforced concrete around our little shack there. Come on, there you go. Okay. I'm not really doing anything on this side of the building. I don't really care about this side of the building. It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Really? We're out of wood frames. Let's make it, say, another 40 of those suckers. So yeah, here I've got like a chest here that in the land claim block, and then I can come back in here if, you know, if we get a bunch of buzzards. You know, one buzzard's not a big deal, but sometimes you get multiple, and sometimes the buzzards that come on the Horde night are also, you know, boss buzzards, and so they spit. So I'm going to actually upgrade all of this to at least cobblestone, just to protect this a little bit more. Yep. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we're pretty much ready to go up on top here. So we're going to continue working now on the ramps around the wall. My plan is to get the interior all ramped up, you know, with this stuff here, and then probably what I might do at that point is I might actually spawn some zombies in. I might go into debug mode and just spawn some in and see if they attack the outside. They might not, because see, I'm going to be standing here. I'm going to be right in this area here, and so what I think will probably happen is that they'll just come through and they'll, you know, they won't be able to attack these walls because their AI won't think that they can, and so they're going to just kind of mill around right here and kind of group up, and then I'll get a big cluster of them, then I'll just drop, you know, Molotovs and pipe bombs down on their head. That's the plan, but they could attack the outer walls, and so if they do, then of course we're going to have to build the ramps on the outer walls too. But what I'll probably do, like I said, is I'll probably test it first without doing the outer walls and just see how it goes. Because, you know, they might not do that. They might come to here first to try to get to me, and then, you know, I don't know if they're smart enough to run all the way back out here and start trying to break these walls here. So we'll test that and we'll see how it goes. And, you know, depending upon how that test goes will then depend upon whether or not I will also add the ramps to the outer walls. Okay, guys, well, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to keep working on everything here. So I've got everything upgraded to reinforced concrete on the, you know, on the inner walls here. I think I might have skipped a couple along there, but it's okay. I don't think it's a big deal. So, you know, if you guys are like brand new and you've never seen this before, basically what I'm doing is I'm using 4 different blocks to make this happen. So I'll do like the first couple for you just so you see what's going on. All right, so let's do a copy rotation. So basically what you do is you put, you know, these little wedges here like so, okay? Here, let's just do that all the way over to there, okay? And then if we do, yeah, let's go here. So for the corner, we need this flagstone wedge steep inside corner top. That's the one that we want to put in here, okay? And then what we have to do is we have to get it to, okay, what happens if we do copy rotation here? Yeah, I'm going to have to do advanced rotation to get this damn thing to fit. So let's go advanced rotation. There. Okay, so that fills in the corner, and we need to do one there, and we need to do one there to do that corner. Okay, then what we do is we go back to here, and we just choose this flagstone wedge block, and we'll do copy rotation there, and then we fill the wedges in here. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. That's not the right tool for the job there. It would be if I had the skills for it, but I don't. Okay, and then in the corner here, what we do is we need to put in, I think it's steep inside, no, it's not that one, it's steep inside corner base. Okay, let's tell it to copy rotation. There, just like that. Okay, and that fills in the corners. And then, of course, on the top here, we just go back to the wedge tips, and we tell it to, once again, copy rotation, and then we fill that in like so. And then, of course, like I said, I'll get these all upgraded at least to cobble, and eventually, you know, we'll get them upgraded to concrete as well. Okay, now for the end here, we want to go to the steep corner tip, and that goes in here. What if we do an on face? No, that's going to be a pain in the ass, isn't it? Okay, so this one will have to keep hitting the wrong button there. Do advanced rotation. There. And that goes there on the bottom and the top. And then the one that goes in here is going to be, I think this one here. Yep, just like that. All right, cool. Cool. And then we just upgrade everything here to cobble. All of these we're going to upgrade to concrete, and then, you know, to reinforced concrete. So I want to get that done first before I upgrade these to concrete, because the zombies are, for the most part, won't hit on this. Their AI doesn't think that they can break through that. They avoid it, and that's the whole reason why, you know, I'm putting this here in the first place, so they don't try and take the walls down. Okay, guys, well, that pretty much gives you an update on what's going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish these other 4 walls with the ramps, get all that done, and then we're going to do a test in debug mode. I'm just going to spawn in a whole big old group of zombies while I'm standing up there, and we're going to see if they come and just mill around the middle like I'm expecting that they will do, or if they will attempt to start attacking the outside walls. And if they do, then we're going to have to do all the ramps on the outside walls, which is going to be a hell of a lot more work. But if that's what we need to do, that's what we need to do. So we'll just have to see how it goes. All right, cool. So I'll bring you back at some point with an update on where we are, and we'll go from there. Okay, see you in a bit. All right, guys, we are back, and I'm going to sell all my stuff to the trader. So I got it all repaired up back at the base, at least the stuff that needed to be repaired. We're going to do that, and then we're just about good to go on the Horde base for the inner walls anyways. And what we're going to do is we're going to conduct a little test and see if they'll leave the outer walls alone. So let's go ahead and sell some stuff. I am currently at 11,024 dukes. So we'll see where we end up by the time we're finished selling everything.
Something you like?
All right, so let's go ahead. By the way, I pointed this out, I don't know, 1 or 2 episodes ago, or whenever I found this, but I'm selling the blue crossbow because it actually has less damage and less velocity than my level 1 crossbow here. As you can see, the level 1's got 2 more damage and 7 more velocity, albeit only half the durability. But since I don't use the crossbow that often, the durability doesn't really matter. You know, plus repair kits are easy to make anyway. So we're going to sell this one, but we're going to make 648 coin in the process. Okay, so let's sell that. I got 2 wrenches here. This wrench does 47 block damage. This one does 7 points less, though it has a little more melee and power attack, which does not matter for a wrench, unless I suppose you were using one for as a weapon. I don't know why you would, but you could, I suppose. All right, we'll sell those. That, oh, I should have sold the blue one first. Okay, it doesn't matter. We're good there. Blue stun baton. We'll go ahead and sell that for now. At some point, I might actually give those another shot, but not today. Today is not that day. Workbench schematic. I already have a college jacket on right here, so I'm assuming it's. Oh. I'm glad I looked at that. The red one actually has 1 more point in heat resist. Okay, let's switch those out. Modify. We'll take the pocket off of here. And we'll put it on here. Yeah, I'm glad I looked at that. Okay. So we'll sell them the brown one then. So we sell that. I should be wearing my lucky goggles already, just to double check. Yep, I am. Okay, so we'll sell these to him, and I think that was it for the first batch, right? Did I sell everything I wanted to? Yeah.
Thanks for shopping here.
Okay, let's go grab the next batch of stuff. Maybe we'll luck out and we'll be able to sell everything here, and then I won't have to go over to the other traders. We'll see. Yeah, so basically, I mean, everything else in the bike here, down below, is what we're selling, because I already know all those schematics. Okay, so we'll sell them all the cash. All right, is one of these worth more than the other? No, they're both the same. Oh, good, he took both of them, too. Okay, so he may not buy all these sledgehammers, so let's sell the green ones first. He did. All right, cool. All the stun baton parts, all the baseball bat parts. Excuse me.
You come back sometime.
And then we'll just grab the last little batch here. We might be able to actually pull this off and get it all sold. This one guy. Got 2 bicycle schematics. All right, cool. So we made over 7,000 coin there. Not too bad, not too bad. All right, so I've already checked all of all of the traders for this. Well, have I actually?
Pleasure
What day is
doing
it? Day
business with
19.
you.
You know what? I think this might be a new inventory, actually. So let's look at it really quick. He's got this crossbow does 3160. This must just be like a fluke or something. I don't know. This level 1 crossbow is still does more damage than every other crossbow I've come across so far. Very interesting. Okay, so he's got that. Reflex sight mod. That's for 864 coin. We already, I don't know that we need that though. What's volume 1 of Pistol Pete 2? 20% more range when using a scope or iron sights. Or 20% more range, yeah, okay. Nah, I mean, that's not bad, but the duckbill schematic would be nice to have. 1600 though. I don't know, man. I mean, we'll probably come across that at some point, or an actual duckbill itself. So let's just look at the whole inventory. Retracting stock mod. More men. That's better for shooting from the hip. That's not a bad mod to have either. What do we currently have on here? We've got the reflex on there. That's got the rod and spring thingamadoodle. Which makes more recoil but gives more damage, I think, or something like that. This, yeah, I don't want to remove those two mods from there. We've already got a gravedigger on our shovel. Unfortunately, our level 1 auger only has 1 slot, and I'd like to keep the fuel thing in there just because I don't have to refill it so much. Rocket launcher parts, 7.62s. We're making our own ammo now, so we don't need to. Wood splitter. Do we have wood splitter on our axe? Yes, we do. Okay. Just take a quick look and see what else he has. He's got 100 forged steel. Wow. That would be expensive to buy all that, though. I mean, he will eventually come across a crucible. It'll happen. It'll happen. And he's got a lot of stuff. Here's a blue iron crossbow. How does that stack up? Nope. Oh, no, that's the one I just sold him. Duh. Okay. That's what I just sold him. All right, well. What's the bipod do? Increases action hand when aiming the weapon. Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad one to have, like, for a sniper rifle, but my sniper's only got 1 spot, and we need a scope in there. Okay, so...
Thanks anyway.
You're welcome, dude.
Be careful out there.
You're welcome. We gotta... So let's go back to the base for a second and just grab whatever concrete I have ready to go, and then we'll head over to the Horde base and I'll show you where we're at with that. And we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna conduct a little test in debug mode. I just want to see if the zombos will leave the outer walls alone without the, you know, without the angled angles on it. I can't talk. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I actually went to bed. It's 3 o'clock on Saturday morning. I went to bed fairly early on Friday, and then I woke up like at around 3 or 2:45, and I couldn't go back to sleep. So I said, all right, I'm just going to get up and record some 7 days. So I'm actually kind of tired, but I couldn't sleep. So you know how it is. Anyway, enough about that. Let's see here. So you are continuing to cook up cement. We got 690 in there. What are you doing? You're doing nothing, but you got lots of iron. So I'm kind of hanging on to that iron so that I don't know why I put iron in there, so that when we do find a crucible, we can start making a bunch of steel, because we're going to need it for like the 4x4 and stuff like that. So let's throw some in there, and we might as well just turn all you into forged iron. Okay, let's do... We have 690 cement. So we'll get half of you going in there. We'll get half of you going in here, because I don't want to try and divide that up into thirds. It's too much math for my brain. Okay. And we'll put the extra sand and stone back in there. Okay, now, you are not doing anything, but I did make a whole bunch of gunpowder. So we got 7,000, or 7 full stacks, so 7,000 plus 745 there. 92 more casings and tips. So we have a little over a full stack of 7.62s. I'm not using the 7.62s normally. I think I might have mentioned that already earlier in this episode. Remember though, I recorded that like a day ago. So my brain's like, bleh. So let's just turn these into 9 mils, because 9 mils are our everyday ammo. Everyday ammo. So we'll do 45 in here. And we'll do the rest in here. Ammo for everyday use. That's a thing in the apocalypse, you know, everyday ammo. Everybody's got to have some everyday ammo in the apocalypse. It's just the way it works. Okay. I think we have a pretty decent supply of pipe bombs for the Horde night. I still would like more Molotovs, so we're going to keep the cloth and the glass jar with us, and we're going to go rent some cars. I'm going to put these extra repair kits in here too, just to save that slot, because I already have a full stack here. Alright, so let's see here. I still have 2 full stacks of gas cans there, plus here, and I think there's 5,000 in the bike, so we're okay on gasoline for now. At some point, I'm going to need to make some more of that too, especially as we continue to make Molotovs, because it takes a lot of gasoline to make those. So what are we doing? We're going to go back to the base now, and we're going to do a little test. We're going to conduct a little test here and see what happens. I've had, I think, maybe 4 days now without a Horde, so it's very, very high probability that we'll get a Horde tonight. But we should be ready to go. Hey, there's a coal thing there. We should be ready to go. Actually, here, I want to take those. Okay, I wanna upgrade these, but if the problem is, if I upgrade them right this second, they're actually weaker while they're curing. So let's not do that. Let's just leave it. I mean, I'm gonna eventually upgrade all of it, right? But for now, let's just leave it the way it is. Okay, so the name of the game here is Will the Zombos leave the outer walls alone and come inside and try and just, you know, kind of basically meander around the central location. That's what I'm hoping will happen. Let's put these other Molotovs in here. So this is these are basically all the pipe bombs and the Molotovs that I have for the coming Horde night. The idea here, of course, is to try and minimize bullets and use mostly explosives. And if this works the way I hope it works, we're going to get a crap ton of XP in the process. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go into the console and we're going to type in I'm trying to remember. I get my commands mixed up between 7 Days to Die and Empyrean. So is it DM? Yeah, DM. Okay. So now we're in debug, excuse me, debug mode. And what I want to do is hit the F6 key. Let's do look at you. And let's just start off with a single zombie first to make sure this is going to work the way I want it to work. And we'll just go with somebody that's not going to do a shitload of damage. Oh, there's a zombie out there. Let's just do Zombie Joe. Okay. Now, will he come all the way here, or will he stay outside and bang on the walls? Okay, now he's coming through. So you can see there how the AI, kind of gets confused about those slanted walls. It's almost though like he's trying to get over there to start banging on the wall to bring the building down, as if he would actually be able to do that by himself. That's not quite the expected behavior. The good thing about it, though, is he's not doing any damage because he doesn't know what to do. And that's the whole point with the slanted walls. I mean, they will occasionally hit them, but they won't stand there and try and take them down like they would if it was just a normal, vertical wall. That's not quite what I was hoping would happen, though. Okay. Well, I wonder if let's run the kill command. I wonder what a group of zombies will do. So what we're going to do now is we're going to spawn in like 25 of them. All right, so spawn 25. We'll just do Joe's again. If they start doing like massive damage, I'm just going to run the kill all command again. So I don't have to repair a bunch of stuff because we're just doing a test here. Wow, look at that. They're all still trying to get up on the wall. Okay, he is hitting it. He is hitting it. Interesting. Okay. So, the slanted walls are not 100% foolproof, as you can see. But, I mean, if those walls weren't there, that whole entire group of zombies would all be banging on the wall. And most of them are not, as you can see there. So it is effective. It's just not 100% foolproof. All the more reason, though, why we are going to need to make sure all that stuff gets upgraded. Okay, what they're not doing, though, is they're not all wandering around down by me, which is kind of what I wanted them to do so I could drop bombs on their head. I wonder if... It does appear, though, for the most part, it does appear that most of them are leaving the outer walls alone. I mean, the majority of them are all right there. So, I mean, that would be fine for shooting, because, you just can shoot right into the mass, but it would be kind of hard to get a bomb down in there. Okay, let's try something else. Let's try something else. We're going to go into fly mode here. So there's a little bit of damage out here, but again, nothing like it would be if the walls were straight, right? I noticed this when we did a Horde night in the apartment building. I noticed that if I put a block down here, they would try and jump up on it as if they could get to me. So let's just do that and see what happens here. Oh, damn it, I left my cobble back at the base. I guess we don't really need any more cobble, though, anyway. Okay, let's just try that and see what happens. Whoop. Let's try some Marlines. Oh, They're kind of far away. Over here, dummies. Here they come. Let's see what Marlene does. Okay. So, same kind of deal. The majority of them do come into the bill. Also, okay, so see, there was a couple that jumped up on that block to try and get at me. But the majority of them are they're still trying to get to the walls. And they're jumping up on each other. What do they do if I shoot into them? See, they do come to this block, though, too. Almost makes me wonder if I should make some kind of like a little raised platform in the middle. To see if that would get them, you know, to try and come over here. Okay, well, interesting. I guess the other thing is, I mean, I could put the slants up on the outer walls. I don't think that was going to make any difference, though, because they are definitely not attacking the outer wall. They're all coming inside for the most part. I mean, there's a little bit of derping going on out there, but most of them are coming in here. But they're not gathering down below me. I wonder why they're all gathering on this particular spot every single time. That's really bizarre. Why that spot in particular? I wonder. I mean, that would be great for bullets. I mean, look at all those heads just right grouped up there. I suppose we could probably, if we aim correctly, we could get, you know, explosives down there too. It's just not as, you know, as good as it would be if they were in the center. So I don't know. I'll have to see. I'm starting to think, though, that maybe it would, in the long run, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to put the slants on the outer walls too. So this is working at about 60%. It's working in the most important way. Let's put it that way. Meaning that they're doing very minimal damage to the walls. They're trying to do damage to the walls, but it's very minimal. And they do seem to like that center pillar. So again, I'm wondering if I do like a raised platform in the middle, if that would... Because see, 4 of them are trying to get up there right all at the same time. So if we made a little bit larger platform and raised it up maybe 2 or 3 blocks high, kind of like almost make like a pyramid but with a flat top so they can get up, you know, with a more gradual ramp, that might do the trick, or at least get more of them towards the center. Okay. Well, anyway, that was interesting. That was an interesting little experiment there. So let's kill him off. I'm not going to loot that bag, because, you know, we're in cheat mode, so that wouldn't be fair. But anyway, yeah, I think what I'll do, guys, is I'm going to put a little bit of a raised platform in the center, and I'm going to go ahead and probably just put the angles on the outside of the building too. I don't think I probably need to do that, but if I do that, it's just going to make the building even that much more, you know, sound. Because all it would take is one really high-level Z on the outside, you know, busting the blocks up, and, you know, even that zombie, you know, on a Blood Moon zombie could do that, a lot of damage all by themselves. So I'd rather try and minimize that from happening. Plus, you know, I'll probably get a couple more levels doing all that too. So anyway, I think we can make this work for Horde Night as is, but like I said, I'm going to do the raised platform, so we'll try that. I'm going to keep working on getting everything upgraded down there, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I will bring you guys back. If Horde Night happens tonight, I will bring you back in about 5 in-game hours for that. If it doesn't happen tonight, then I'll probably just keep working on the base, making those changes, and then, you know, bring you back sometime tomorrow, and or when the Horde starts tomorrow, which if it doesn't start tonight, I'm almost certain it'll start tomorrow. So, okay, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, share out the video, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.